Zobaczmy na gierki w maju, jakie wychodzą. No już mamy 6 maja, no ale i tak ja wiem o 2 grach, które mamy zagrać w maju. Znaczy no Miyagi jeszcze na koniec, ale to czerwiec w sumie już będzie. Jest Your Grace i Doom, no te 2 gry na pewno. A reszta to nie wiem, czy coś jeszcze mieliśmy zagrać, więc...
Spartiatix!
Point and we are back with another top 10 new
A
games
to jeszcze było. Ta zapałka.
it's Spawn Point and we are back with another top
Ale to wychodzi wtedy, co jest Your Grace, więc nie wiem, kiedy to zagramy.
10 new games to play this month. And if you thought April was stacked, May is going to surprise you. So last month we got Claire Obscure Expedition 33
Polski
and
Skyrim, a on wychodzi w maju?
Shadow Drop. And if you were on the PS5, we also got Indiana Jones, Forza Horizon 5 and a Days Gone remaster. I've literally not got enough time to play all of these. But with that said, if you're looking for something new to play or you just want to keep adding even more games to your library, here are 10 new games releasing in May that might pique your interest. And there are some
To
great
wcześniej
ones to
fajna
show you.
ciekawostka w GTA San Andreas, na pewno można było na split screen grać, ale nie można było robić misji. No wiem, przecież grałem, tak, widzu.
Today.
Gadałem to nie raz
Okay,
nawet.
so first up, and probably one of
To
the
nie był
biggest
split
games
screen,
to
tylko na
launch this
jednym
month
screenie
is
grałeś.
Doom: The Dark Ages. We've seen a lot of hype around this, and I've got to say it looks absolutely stunning, especially with the combat
Grałem,
and
tak,
the new
fajne to
weapons.
było.
So this is a first-person shooter where you play
Doom.
as, of course,
Doom. Chyba najważniejsza gra maja, no bo ja uznaję za czerwiec Miyagiego, bo wychodzi chyba 30.
the Doom Slayer, equipped with your shield saw, skull crusher and
Jeszcze nie
various
ma,
other
idę chyba w tym
heavy-duty
tygodniu,
looking
wiesz?
Now it's set in a medieval-inspired world, and although it's
Albo
clearly a
przyszłym.
Doom game, it's going to feel a little different to Doom Eternal, and that's because the devs have said they have tried to combine the old and new with a classic Doom feel. It's going to be dark, heavy and grounded, and a little less nimble this time. And to be honest, this is kind of what Doom is all about. It's those heavy weapons, brutal combat, and solid hits that we want rather than being fast and agile. And from the gameplay that we've seen so far, it seems to be hitting that
Ja nie grałem w
perfect, but I
poprzednie
know this
Doomy,
isn't going to
ale
be for
zobaczymy,
everyone.
ciekawe czy się odda. Dzięki Knewi za 31 lat,
As
dziękuję
Eternal
bardzo.
had a whole different feel to it. As for the storyline, this is a prequel
Diabel.
to Doom 2016, so it will come before both of the last 2 games, which means technically you can jump straight in at this game if you've not played the previous 2. So Doom: The Dark Ages drops on May 15th, and that's coming to PS5, PC, Xbox Series and Game Pass.
No 430 te parę dni wcześniej, ja to sram, ja to nie gram w tym, to jest bunt. Wcześniej jeszcze kupiłem coś tam, Evolved i inne rzeczy wcześniej, ale to któryś raz to ja już mam na to wypieprzone, no takie złodziejaszki, mam dość, bunt.
And next up, something a little lighter and more upbeat to play this month is Revenge of the Savage Planet. This is a sequel to the 2020 game
to
Journey to the
w dupę
Savage
jest?
Planet and is once again a third-person action-adventure game which is available to play either solo, online or local couch co-op, which I have to say I'm
cena
always a fan
duma.
of. And this is giving me high on life vibes with this style. So you play as an astronaut who's been stranded on this colourful and
Astrobot 2?
dangerous-looking planet, and your mission is to try to survive and get back home. There are bizarre aliens, monsters and creatures everywhere, and you need to jump, scan, explore and shoot your way around the 4 different planets.
Co ty
You're also
gadasz, preorderowałeś Switcha 2, widzu? O 7, nie?
equipped with an array of weapons,
A ile
including
kosztuje ten
guns,
Switch?
a
2?
whip, and various others. There's also puzzle solving, crafting, new equipment to collect, gear to upgrade, and outfits to customize. This definitely looks like a fun co-op game to play.
A, nie
and
będę
one
w
that
to
I'm
grał.
looking
Nie wiem,
forward
co
to
to
since
jest.
finishing Split Fiction. So, Revenge of the Savage Planet releases on May 8th, and that's coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox, and PC. Or you can play it 3 days early if you go for the
2300?
Cosmic Hoarder Edition. Okay, so this next one is one that
Zobaczymy,
I am
jak będzie
personally
oddawał,
really
no.
hyped to play in May, and that is Deliver at All Costs. When we got the release date trailer back in March, I immediately got
Ja
Mafia
widziałem
Mini-
tą gierkę wcześniej, już to ciekawie ogólnie wygląda. Nie zagrałbym to w maju, ale tak ogólnie to fajnie ta giereczka wygląda.
game vibes, and I am 100% down for this. So you play as a delivery driver in the late 50s with one mission: to deliver at all costs. You can smash buildings up, run people over, create absolute havoc as you drive across the city, leaving what looks like a trail of debris in your way. There are police chases, vehicle upgrades, rivalry crews, and from what I can tell, the ability to pretty much destroy everything in sight.
300
Now,
dużo za
it, at
Switcha.
least for me, combines loads of different game styles into one simple game. There's a bit of moving out, mafia and crazy taxi. Maybe even the original GTA
No ze
playstyle.
Switchem problem taki, że tam bym zagrał tylko w Elden Ringa. Także ja to chyba skipnę. Tak cicho w ogóle o tym Eldenie na Switcha, no. A to Miyagiego projekt. A nie Miyagiego projekt, teraz wychodzi niedługo, Night Rain, no to jeszcze coś tam mówią ludzie, coś tam się dzieje.
That top-down view.
Zobaczymy.
I also like the fact that it still has a storyline with these 360-looking graphics. So yeah, for me, this is a day one pickup. It looks fun, and I can imagine this is what a Mafia spin-off game would have looked like. So Deliver at All Costs drops on May 22nd, and that's coming to the PS5,
No to na końcu
Xbox
maja i
Series
tak
and
wychodzi.
PC. And if you fancy playing a horror game where everything is made
To jest
from
ciekawa
clay,
gra.
we've got the dark adventure game The Midnight Walk, and this looks pretty damn creepy. So you play as the Burnt One, a mysterious figure who rises from the grave, dusts himself off and repairs their body. You're then joined by a lantern
zagrałem w to,
creature
bo jest
known
Your
as
Grace
Potboy,
wychodzi tego
who you'll
samego
use
dnia.
to light your way through the world, battling enemies and solving puzzles. Now it's been said that this is a cozy game, but it's definitely littered
Ale
with
zagrać można
creepy-looking
później.
creatures, bosses and monsters that I can imagine being pretty scary in the dark. Just look at this thing. Now not only does this game look awesome, it's given me Sackboy meets the Nightmare Before Christmas vibes, but this entire game has been built using clay, literally. Everything
Fajnie
was
to
sculptured in
wygląda, no.
clay first, then 3D scanned to create this very unique world and art style, especially with the stop motion that they've decided to go for. And what's great is this
Jakie
game supports both
mordy mają.
normal play and VR, so it's not exclusive to one or the other. So the Midnight Walk launches on May 8th, and that's coming to the
Jest Your
PS5
Grace
and
2.
PC. Next up, if you're craving that retro 80s vibe or 80s cop movie style, we have the Precinct dropping on May 13th. And this looks great. This is kind of how
Co
I
to
remember
w
the original
dupę
GTA
jest?
games looked to me when I was a kid. It's got that old school top-down look, well, nearly top-down, and this looks like a lot of fun to play. So you play as a cop in the 80s, fresh out of the academy, where you're trying your best to keep the streets clean. You'll need to respond to various crimes ranging from parking tickets to full-blown gang shootouts, get involved with intense car chases, go at it on foot or use the helicopter.
wiem, TV
You can also
karton,
go
nie
at
mam
it solo
pojęcia.
or call for
Ale
backup
no,
by calling
chyba
other
git,
squad
nie?
cars, roadblocks and spikes. And can I just say how good this game looks? I watched a few gameplay videos and the lighting and style on this looks awesome. I mean, it looks great during the day, nice and bright with loads of detail, but at night this place looks incredible. I also think it's pretty crazy that we're getting this game and Deliver at All Costs.
Nie wiem,
in
nie
the
widzę w
same
tej
month.
grze nic dla
They're
siebie.
very
Nie
similar
wiem,
in
czy wy
style,
coś
but obviously
widzicie.
very different at the same time.
Takie
Now,
o.
I can imagine this game being a lot of fun to play, and I reckon it will look great on handheld consoles as well. This feels like it is made for something like the PlayStation Portal or Steam Deck. So the Precinct launches on May 13th, and that's coming to the PS5,
GTA 6,
Xbox
tak,
Series
tak,
and
no.
PC.
Trailer, gameplay trailer,
Okay, and
tam
if you
to
like your
cutscenki.
simulator games, who doesn't? We've had so many of these over the years, from trains to buses, power washing and goats. Well, why not add one more to the list, and this time it's constructing and repairing roads in Roadcraft. This is developed by the same team who made Mud Runner and Snow Runner,
Co
where you
to w
essentially get
dupę
access
jest?
to various types of machinery and vehicles, including bulldozers, cranes and trucks. And of course, each vehicle you use will have its own purpose, whether it's clearing debris, digging out the roads, laying concrete or repairing pipework. This game is totally different to anything else in today's video.
Ej,
but
to
it
jest
was chill enough
ciekawe.
to kick back and enjoy. So if you want to pretend to fix the roads here in the UK, Roadcraft releases on May 20th on PS5, Xbox Series and PC.
Roadcraft.
Okay, and this next one...
Ej, to Roadcraft fajnie wygląda. Ja bym to zagrał, taki symulator. No, kurde, zagrałby człowiek w Roadcraft, jak wyjdzie 20, czy coś wychodzi, to będzie po dumie. No, w teorii moglibyśmy się wziąć za to na premierę. W to Roadcraft.
If you want to pretend to fix the roads here in the UK, Roadcraft releases on May 20th on PS5, Xbox Series and PC. Okay, and this next one looks interesting. This is Blades of Fire, which is a dark fantasy single-player action-adventure game from 505 Games. And bizarrely, I've seen little to no hype at all for this game, yet it looks great. So you play as a warrior called Aaron, where the kingdom you live in has been cursed and steel has been turned to stone. That's going to make your job as a
Lordsy, widzowie,
blacksmith
3?
pretty tough right now. But luckily for you, you've got a rare power that allows you to forge steel. So you travel across the war-torn land, crafting weapons and fighting the enemies, with the mission of taking down...
To wygląda jak Lordsy z inną grafiką. Nie, coś tu jest nie tak. Co to jest?
war-torn land, crafting weapons and fighting the enemies, with the mission of
Dzięki za spanie za 20 lat. Dziękuję, witam.
taking down the queen who has cursed the kingdom. There's loads of exploration and you're going to need to use the map or pointers as it's going to be huge. Combat is also third person, and from what we've seen so far, it does a nice job of combining brutal realism and that fast-paced combat. But this all comes down to the weapons that you craft and
Nie wiem,
use.
zagrałbym w to w sumie, ale to raczej nie na premierę, no bo to i tak pewnie na
So,
końcu maja
Blades of
wychodzi.
Fire releases on May 22nd, and that will be on the PS5, Xbox Series
Najwyżej
and
się do
PC.
tego wróci.
Okay, and if you ever played Onimusha back on the PlayStation 2, we're talking early
remaster.
noughties here. You'll be pleased to know that we're getting a remaster this month. So, Onimusha II Samurai's Destiny is getting an HD remaster along with modernized controls and some quality of life improvements. And honestly,
Coś,
this
czego
looks
zabrakło w
good. This also
Oblivionie.
feels like the perfect time to play it, as the new game, Way of the Sword, is set to release in 2026. And talking of PS2 games coming to the PlayStation 5, there are so
Ty, ale
many PS2
przyjemnie
games
ta
that
gra
aren't
wygląda z PS2. Serio, ja bym chyba chętnie zagrał w tą retro wersję, bo tak wracasz też do takiej gry. Nie, ja lubię taką grafikę retro, to już można nazwać, nie? Na tamte czasy to było hiperrealistyczna.
I would like to see
Photorealistyczna.
remastered or just made available on the PS5. I still want to see the Getaway and Bully redone, maybe even a Need for Speed
Bully, no.
Underground and Burnout. But what about you guys? Are there any PS2 games that you would love to see remastered or remade for the PS5? Anyways, this one
A, bo
drops
to
on
tylko HD jest. Ciekawe ile to chodzi, czekajcie. Oni muszą. To na Steamie jest. To jest HD Remaster. 130 zł HD Remaster. Nic nie zmieniają. No przynajmniej i tak lepiej niż w Oblivionie. No tamte już w ogóle skosili konkretnie.
May 23rd, and although we're not getting a PS5 and an Xbox Series version, we are getting a PS4 and Xbox One version which will play on the newer consoles. Oh, along with PC and the Switch as well. And one for the racing or F1 fans out there, on May 30th, we're getting the 18th
dupę
installment of
zamordy.
EA Sports F1. It's pretty much what we've had over the last 5 years.
Widzicie, no i to jest problem z EA. Ostatnio było pytanie jakieś, czemu ten EA tak dominuje. W dupę, oni mają monopol na wszystko. EA to jest monopol. Pieprzony w dupę monopol na wszystko sportowe plus Simsy.
Or so, but it's got some nice new features for 2025. And first up, Breaking Point makes a return, and this is the narrative-driven story mode that you get to experience within the game. There's also going to be improvements to the team management options and settings, a few reverse tracks, and some technical changes too. EA have also said they've been able to enhance the realism of several circuits.
GTA 6 czy tego za 500 zł całoby radę 3 dni wcześniej zagrać. Jakby się tak dało, no. Szkoda, że na Sony nie będziemy widzieć, ile ludzi to kupiło na Steamie. Byśmy to widzieli, a ciekawe, czy by 1 000 000 przybiło. 500, żeby zagrać 3 dni wcześniej. Ciekawe, czy by 1 000 000 tego graczy to kupiło, albo ponad.
Throughout the game, including improving the surface bumps and conditions, and almost updating or redesigning the surrounding areas as well. I mean, this looks pretty good to me, but I've not played an F1 game for years,
Nie, no
so I
więcej
can't
ma
tell if this
EA.
is a significant change over
Ale
2024
nie wiem jak
or
dużo,
not.
ale dużo ma.
Either way, EA Sports F1 25 races onto the PS5, Xbox Series and PC on May 30th, unless you want that early access, and you
Porybane.
can play it 3 days earlier on May 27th. And
No,
then
that's
just
a
before we
skip.
talk about the PlayStation Plus
Miyagi!
monthly games that we're getting in May, we've got Elden Ring Night Reign. This is a new standalone spin-off which is set in the same universe as Elden Ring, but this time it focuses on co-op gameplay. Think of it as a roguelike battle royale meets zombies in COD. So you'll choose from a list of 8 pre-made characters, each with varying skills and abilities. Then you team up with up to 2 others in this battle against the enemies. Throughout the rounds, you'll be able to upgrade or enhance your characters by collecting relics, to take on the bosses, and there's going to be a round table hold. This is where you can upgrade your equipment for future runs, a bit like a loadout. There's even going to be a ring of power that shrinks the playable area as you play over the 3 days and the 3 nights. Now, I think when this was first announced, a lot of us thought this was going to be an Elden Ring 2, but as you can see, it's not that. I guess if you like Elden Ring and you like Battle Royale games, this is going to be the perfect combo that you've been waiting for. So, Elden Ring Night Reign drops on May 30th, and that's coming to PlayStation, Xbox and PC. And if you're on PlayStation, here's a quick reminder of the PlayStation Plus games. So last month we got RoboCop Rogue City, the Texas Chainsaw
To są rzeczy w PS Plus.
Massacre, and Digimon Story, and these are all available to add to your library until May 5th. And then on May 6th we get these new games dropping for all PlayStation Plus subscribers. They will all be available.
Ej, Ark działa normalnie na PS5? On zawsze miał tragiczną optymalizację w dupę. Zawsze tragiczna była optymalizacja Arka.
Between May 6th and June 3rd. And don't forget that you don't have to download them right away. Just make sure you add them to your library and you will own them for as long as you have an active sub. For example, I did this with RoboCop last month, as I didn't have the time to play. But now that I've added it to my library, I can download and play it at any point.
Postarali się na playce.
Okay, well there you have it. Those are the top new games to play in May.
No co, no najważniejsze to chyba Doom, no bo to Night Rain to w sumie do czerwca można zaliczyć. No to jest tak na przełomie, że to jest luja. Jeszcze będzie pewnie o 12 w nocy w Polsce.
2025. I went into this video thinking it was going to be a quiet month, but actually we have got quite a few games worth playing. I'll be playing Doom the Dark Ages, Deliver at All Costs, and I also want to give the Precinct a go too. But what about you guys? Which games are you looking forward to, or are there any?
Czy naprawię pierwszą fazę Namelessa w Night Rainie? Nie będą musieli, bo movement jest inny w Night Rainie niż w TS3, więc raczej to i tak będzie dużo łatwiej to wszystko robić. Jeżeli dużo łatwiej go pokonać, podejść do niego, uderzyć go. Hitboxy może poprawią, bo on tam miał spieprzone z tego co kojarzę. Ta pierwsza faza na tej jaszczurce.
I know that technically Lost Soul Aside was going to come out in May, but just today they've delayed this until August 29th. Now
Ja pierdzielę, co ty pieprzysz? To wczoraj oglądaliśmy, że w to zagrać i to przesunęli na sierpień?
drop a nice new games in the comments and I'll give you a thumbs up for staying right till the end. And if you did enjoy today's video, check out my new gaming setup video next, as it covers the all-white setup that I built last week. Well, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and follow me everywhere. Until next time.
Fajna, fajna, fajna. No co, dumnia.
Husaria! Mamy znowu szansę przyjąć Europę! Husaria! Brrr! Husaria! Mamy szansę!